Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's get into it. I think Arueshalae had dreams she wanted us to help her sort out. Arueshalae looks at you and smiles sadly without saying a word. Let's go to your dream. Let's do it. I can't wait to finally solve this riddle. Oh, but there's... A glimpse of concern appears on the succubus's eager face. My nightmare, it's still in there. Usually he doesn't show up at all, but I think he will attack us when we start altering the very nature of my dream. Better get ready for battle. I'm ready. Arueshalae touches your hand, and the real world fades around you. Arueshalae's dream seems even darker and emptier than before. The smell of smoke and ash lingers in the cold air. You can't see the nightmare, but you can feel it watching you from the dark. The succubus approaches the table reverently, as if approaching a holy altar. Then she hesitates. When Desna asked me, "What do you dream of?" I didn't know anything about dreams. I've been trying to imitate mortals, but I never really understood what I was doing. I filled my dreams with so many things, but now I understand why they all burn so easily. They were not real dreams, but... how should I put it? Mortals don't actually dream about objects. They dream about ideas. Filling my dreams with those items was like stealing a road sign from its stake and then claiming I had an entire town in my hands. Anivia isn't really dreaming about a loaf of bread. Her dream is about a whole new life. A life where there's no war. A life where she lives in her own house and bakes bread for her beloved. I'm sure that if I asked anyone about the things I stored here, they'd tell me why those things are in their dream worlds. The worlds where they find happiness. Did Anivia's words give you any ideas about how to find your own dream? They did. Almost. Maybe. I hope so. We'll find out soon enough. This table didn't burn because it is a part of my true dream. A part of the world where I am happy. Now I just have to find out what this world looks like. Arueshalae closes her eyes. The world of my dreams is so close. I can almost see it. Almost. A teapot is on the table. Arueshalae whispers quietly. You can barely hear her words, but as she speaks, the world changes around you. The smell of smoke and ash is replaced by the fragrant aroma of freshly brewed tea. The teacups are full and steam is rising from them. There's a spot of spilled jam, cookie crumbs. I must have baked cookies. Planning to drink some tea. A hissing voice full of bitter hatred can be heard in the darkness. You used to drink souls before. How many living souls did you kill, you fiend? How many did you torture to death? You don't deserve a life like this. I've done many terrible things. Arueshalae's voice is quiet but firm. I've ruined many lives and I'll be paying for that as long as I live. I will fight until we close the Worldwound, and even after that, as long as there's evil on Golarion. But I will not give up on my dream, whatever it is. Without it, I won't have the strength to fight. I'll make you pay with your life.
This will be quick.
Oh, she was serious about that. You know what? I just realized I'm not sure if that spell would even work on them. And I can't summon anybody else. Yeesh. Alright. It is what it is. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, my skeletons are handling business. Arueshalae stops to catch her breath. These nightmares will never leave me alone. I know that I deserve them, but it is so hard to fight them off over and over again. Are you feeling all right? I am, I guess, as much as I can be in the current situation. Let's continue. Arueshalae closes her eyes again. Surrounding the table, I see a house, a large spacious kitchen, a ray of sunlight coming in through the window, the branches of apple trees swaying outside. You want to have a house of your own, my venomous butterfly? Demalchio's charred, ghostly face is twisted with hatred. You've deprived me of my home twice. First you took Elysium from me. Then I found myself a new refuge in the abyss, but you've destroyed that too. And now you dare to dream of a house of your own? I have wronged you badly, and I feel guilty. I'm not trying to make excuses. There's nothing I could say that would excuse what I've done. But you are dead, Demalchio. I will never forget you, but I will not let you take my life. You don't have the right to live.
Test of my abilities.
This is the most impressed I've ever been with these skeletons. Arueshalae looks pale as she wipes away the sweat and tears from her face. You're so close to finding your dream. You're almost there. Yes, I want to see it through to the end. A kitchen, a teapot on the table, and who's sitting at the table? Look, that's me. But I am not alone. Who's that with me? It's you! We're laughing. We're carefree and happy. We're drinking tea and reminiscing about days gone by. But it's not just the two of us. All of my friends are here. This whole time, this is what I really wanted. A house of my own, friends, maybe even a family. Family. Isn't that the word mortals use to describe the people who fill them with happiness? The people they love and can't live without? You can't be happy, you scum. You don't deserve happiness. The nightmare's hiss grows into a deafening roar. I will be happy. She looks the monster straight in the eye. Do whatever you want to me, but my dreams are mine forever.
Their life ends here.
Why doesn't Arueshalae have a bow? The monster is gone, and the kitchen...
I just want to live here, in the world of mortals, with the ones I hold dear. I have solved your riddle, goddess. This is my true dream. Goddess, what is going on? What's happening to me? I have changed. I can feel it. The abyss has relinquished its hold on me. I am not a monster anymore. Oh, Desna, this is so wonderful.
What just happened?
I don't know, but I can feel that everything has changed. Myself, you, everything in the world. Oh, goddess, this is so beautiful. I had no idea that the world could be so beautiful.
How do you feel?
I've never felt better. Everything that I hated about myself is gone. I look at you and I don't feel hunger. I don't want to kill. All the unholy cravings I experienced as a demon, they're all gone. Now I just want to be happy, to live and to love.
So your touch no longer drains the life from others?
No. I am not a monster anymore. Not a predator, not a weapon. Just a woman, like any other female mortal.
So what will you do now?
First, I'll help you in this war. We'll close the Worldwound once and for all. And then, you know, I've done so many bad things. My redemption doesn't automatically cancel out all the evil I've done. The people I murdered are beyond salvation now, and my nightmares won't let me forget that. But I can still save the others, those who are still alive and in need of help.
You have found your dream. Congratulations.
Yes, I have. But you have been beside me every step of the way. I could never have done this without you. Thank you so much.
It's time for us to return to the real world.
Yes, I can't wait to see the world through new eyes.
Awesome. And okay, so yeah, she is still in the Ascending Succubus. Oh, because she doesn't have anything in her hands. That's why she was using her hands. Gotcha. Okay. I think that's all we needed to check on, right? Let's go ahead and rest up. And then we can finally start heading back out. I need to get another kit. Remember to do that. I'm not going to do it right now. Where is it? Boom, 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 boom. Why want to let me do that? You know what? I'm not messing with this right now. I'll figure it out later.
I want to know more about your childhood. I am composing an addendum about the lives of illegitimate children of noble families in Avestan. Or is bastards the correct term?
Why, you... Never mind. Taking offense at your lack of manners would be foolish. But one day, we shall take a walk somewhere free from listening ears, and I shall tell you everything. More than you could hope for.
I still can't... I don't understand the reasoning for blocking the Lich from being able to romance her. Like, her and an Urgathoa follower, to me, go hand in hand. Let's see. What quest do I feel comfortable going ahead and doing? Did I get... Darren... Oh, okay. Definitely go ahead to the Hellknights. Oh, need to deal with them. I gotta wait for that, of course. Okay, and we got Chili Creek. Okay, so first we're gonna go do Regals, then end their rivalry, and then we can head to Chili Creek. I'm good with that. Area exit. So close to a fully undead party. Just a little bit more, y'all. A little bit more, and then we'll be right there. Okay. Right, the exclamation point is just for the upgrade. Battlefield of the Dead. You know, we might as well just go there first. Why not? See what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh. Slowly, barely moving, a formless figure shuffles toward you. When it finally draws near, you realize it's Chief Saul. But the state of him. The wound has desiccated him, drained him of his last vestiges of strength. His clothes are caked in blood, his eyes are glazed and rolling in his head, and black saliva trickles from his limply gaping mouth. Saul, what are you doing here? Saul stares at you for a while, as if he doesn't recognize you, but his awareness slowly sharpens. Commander, to Dresden. I'm going to Dresden. Need to gather. Rescue. You're alone? Where are the other mongrels? Shava, Melek, his lair. They're all there. Do you know where Abimelech's lair is? Saul gestures vaguely in the direction he came from. There. Escort Saul to Dresden. We're going back. You need help immediately. Thank you. Saul coughs violently. Commander, your commander need to get to Dresden. There. We'll talk there. Is that an undead right at the front? Whoops.
I'll take care of it.
Wow. The whole city really is filled with undead. This is awesome. Saul is looking better. His wounds have been bandaged, his gaze is more lucid, and yet he's still not the same peaceful old man you left in Dresden. His haggard, pale face bears the mark of emaciation and death. The commander is back. So am I. I can't believe it. Lan chuckles. You must have charmed or something. I bet Abimelech thinks you must have died long ago, but here you are, wheezing away. Come on then, tell us what happened. We need to hurry. What happened to the mongrels while I was gone? Saul lets out a wheezing, heavy sigh. At first, nothing unusual. We were just living our lives, but then the whole tribe got stricken with something. It was like a disease. Your arms ache, your legs ache. It tears you from the inside. Nobody knew anything about it. And then, one night, we all woke up. Saul thinks for a moment. Can't remember what came next. I remember opening my eyes, and I'm walking out the gate. A guard stops me, and I say, Lady Anivia's orders. He doesn't believe me, and I just grab him and... Oh, I don't remember. I really don't. Saul shakes his head, as if trying to drive away the dark thoughts. Like a nightmare it was. I remember us walking a long way. I remember the white eyes of a demon, people screaming. It's sickening to remember. I can guess what was happening there. Abimelech performed his vile ritual again. Yes, he fed them human flesh, and when that wasn't enough for some, he would sting them with his poison. Saul shudders. Those who survived became something else. Why were you wandering alone in the wound? Saul's face crumples as if he's about to cry. I'm old, weak, good for nothing, not even for being a demon's slave. They poured blood down my throat, and still I couldn't get the power all of our tribesmen got. So the demon just said, Be gone, carrion. Let the wound kill you. You're on your last legs all the same. Useless I am. No, you're not useless. Abimelech underestimated you, but you beat him. You survived and you made the journey back. All I could ever wish for is to be half as tough as you are, Saul. Do you remember where Abimelech is holed up? Yes, there were ruins. Valley of Temples, he called them. Saul frowns as he searches his memory. He said something about a city hanging over a rift, an ancient city. The City of Eyes. It's a funny coincidence that we need to go there anyway, although it's not much of a surprise, really. The demons are either cowards or idiots, so that's probably why Abimelech is sticking close to Eyes. So he can turn tail and run back to his friends if things get ugly. How are you feeling? Saul looks at his shaking hands. I'm done. Done, Commander. My service is over. He said his poison makes us stronger, but my body can't take it. My time is short. If only I could know that my tribe will return. Then I could lie down and die in peace. I'll bring your people back. Trust me. We will, Chief. I've sworn to destroy Abimelech no matter what it takes, and I'll keep my word. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's no bringing them back anymore. Whoever's poisoned is poisoned forever. But seeing them before I go, even like that, would be a blessing. Land chuckles bitterly. Hey now, the commander has already promised you that we'll get everyone back. Don't make him reconsider. And don't you go dying on us before we get back. You hear? Alright. Something for us to deal with later. But for now, we'll stick to what we talked about doing already. It's going to be a little bit before that area is open to us. Pretty sure it's blocked by demon forts that are harder than usual. And of course, we still don't have my general, so I can't get started clearing out all those demon forts and nasty stuff. But all in due time. Speaking of which, let's see. Switch over here. The other one, right? Yep. General's still not ready, right? Yep. 2 days. 5 hours. Okay. What's this about? Financing a crusade. Oh, we ranked up. Oh, okay, cool. And what's this decree? You can enchant chill hordes, hide, and tusk. Mutiny, enchanting fallen crest. Transform the soldier into the device. Faded dirty squealer. Okay. Might as well do that. And no reason for you to just be sitting around. Might as well do that. Okay. And now, as we were saying before we were so rudely interrupted. Save here. I've actually never done this before, so I have no idea what to expect. It's weird to me as well that they're in the tavern, but you don't have an opportunity to try to settle things there without violence.
It's time to act.
Hopefully this doesn't take a ton of buffs.
Let me help.
I'm not going all out with it. Alright, let's see if this is enough for whatever's coming. Ooh. Stake them. Burn their bloodsuckers. Rip out their cold, rotten hearts. Full of palate, princess, crush them. This nefarious cult has ensnared the land in its venomous tentacles. We must sever the tentacles and drive the cult from this place. We must put an end to the madness of the Whispering Way. Commander, you're here at last. I have discovered proof of this vile creature's betrayal. Help me put an end to his treachery. The vampire gives you a curt nod. Happy to see you again, Commander. Welcome back. I've had to deal with some parasites that have infested your home during your absence, and I could use a little help. Why are you fighting? Commander, a heinous crime has been committed. The vile Lich Septimus took advantage of your absence and staged a mutiny. He gathered discontented necromancers and your unhappy undead servants under his wing. They are weak-willed cowards and fools, but there are many of them, and together they pose a significant threat. I have no doubt that the despicable bloodsucker has been plotting your demise from the very beginning. He came up with some pretense to attack me and my minions because we have always been loyal to you. Nonsense. If anyone has been trying to stage a coup, it is this demented hag. She began scheming the day you left Dresden, trying to convince your servants to follow the banner of the Whispering Way. She wanted to assassinate Queen Galfrey and start a rebellion. I couldn't sit back and watch her poison seep into everything you have built. I sprang into action, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Who gave you the right to waste the strength of my warriors in this useless feud? Elyanka glares at you with barely suppressed fury. I thought we were friends, but it does not look like you value our friendship. Such neglect is dangerous. Sooner or later, you will need the help of the Whispering Way, and on that day, We will remember all the boons and slights we have received from you. Commander, I apologize, but I had to fight this monster. I used the resources that were at my disposal. I believe my actions were justified. She is irredeemably evil, and I could not allow her wickedness to continue. Stop squabbling. I demand that you put an end to this meaningless quarrel. With all due respect, Commander, I cannot make peace with this insane fanatic. I have tolerated her presence for too long already. I can no longer in good conscience allow her to continue her wicked ways. She must die. Make peace with this wretched Lich? Never. He must pay for his treachery. Elyanka, I trust you. Kill Septimus. Elyanka gives you a swift, graceful curtsy. Thank you, Commander. I knew his deceitful tales would not poison your judgment. Septimus's voice is like steel. He holds himself like a warrior, and he moves with the swiftness of a skilled, agile fighter. I am disappointed that you made this decision. You will only doom yourself if you continue to dance to this mad priestess's tune. Trust me, I have been around for a long time. I can tell when a necromancer is a dangerous lunatic, and that is exactly what she is. But it looks like you have already chosen your fate, so you leave me no choice. Prepare to defend yourself. Do. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Wait. I was about to say, why is Elyanka being attacked? And Septimus is still standing? The vampire's clothes are torn and tattered from his fight with your warriors. You can see the desperation in his eyes, but he thrusts out his chin and stares at you defiantly. How dare you disobey me, Septimus? Do you really expect me to just stand here and watch you turn into a villain? You have become a monster. When I look around, I see a cruel, horrible regime ruled by an arrogant undead who has only one desire: to satisfy his ego by enslaving everyone he can. I am a nobleman and a champion of civilization. I advocate for the idea that the living and the dead can coexist and achieve mutual prosperity. That is why I must reach for my sword when I witness such savage barbarity. Evil. You are right. I will rule this land and command legions of the dead. Such is my will. Then those of us who care for Golarion will fight against your tyranny for as long as our hands can hold a weapon. And sooner or later, you shall fall, and the world will be safe once more. Silly little vampire, did you really think you could defeat me? No, I am no match for you, but I had to try, at least. Let us put an end to this. Septimus smiles grimly, and his voice drips with contempt. You won today, but that doesn't mean your chosen path is the right one. It simply means that I underestimated you. I won't make that mistake again. We shall meet again. Elyanka's face is splattered with the black blood of the fallen vampires. However, she does not seem bothered by the violence. On the contrary, she seems to enjoy the surrounding carnage. The Lich managed to get away, but we have finally suppressed his mutiny. The sedition among your servants will not last the night. Septimus disappointed me. Can I trust you? The old woman gives you a dignified nod. The miserable Lich could not comprehend your greatness, but I see how quickly you are progressing on the path to eternity. The Whispering Way appreciates allies like you, so you do not have to doubt my loyalty. We are done here. Elyanka begins to speak in a solemn, imperious tone. I wish to congratulate you on your victory. I would also like to present you with a special gift. I have observed how your undead servants change under the influence of your mythic power, and it gave me the idea for an unusual experiment. I took several undead and kept them for 3 nights in a basin of unholy water blessed by the priest of Urgathoa. Then I had a grave dug in cursed ground and kept them there for another 3 nights. The energies of death entered the bodies of your servants, making them far more dangerous and granting them a sinister intelligence. I hope you will benefit from this amazing discovery. In the meantime, I will make sure all the undead soldiers enslaved by that vile Lich are captured and dealt with appropriately. They will swell the ranks of your army in the very near future. Awesome. Okay. Looks like it's all regular stuff, but good stuff to be able to sell. It's kind of weird that we're out in the open like this and they let him just slink away. Seems like my Lich would have definitely finished the job. The paladin Clestiglier was once a valiant and zealous warrior, Serenre, one who challenged Baphomet himself. His audacity cost him everything. Okay. First, actually, does he just say something about we got some extra warriors or something? Boom. Whoops. Decree. Elyanka revealed to the commander that his servants can gain new powers by immersing them for a short period into the unholy water. Gain Elyanka's rights feats. Oh, we only have to do this once. Skeletons and zombies have a 20% bonus to maximum HP. Yo, definitely need to get that done. Wow. Okay. Now, Hellknight's Outpost. You need the oh crap. Well, yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? 1 day and 1 hour. Close. There we go. You'll be right back. Don't worry, bro. All right. Now we deal with him so that we can hire Hellknights again. What now? Who's interrupting me? Oh. Brothers, sisters, I'm having a vision. I can see him. I see the commander, one of the disciples of the holy martyr. There he is, standing before me as if he were alive. A dirty, exhausted fighter in rusted armor jabs his finger at you, staring at you so intently that his eyes seem to almost bulge out of their sockets. Hey, Toil, look over there. It's definitely him. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, I see him too. But where's the martyr herself? A heavy-set tiefling woman with broken horns and a convict brand on her cheek takes a hesitant step toward you. Doesn't seem like a vision. Hey, are you alive over there? Give us a sign. I'm not a vision. I'm alive. The knight stares at you, obviously afraid to come any closer. Toil nods at you. Yeah, he seems real enough. We all believed Ember, the holy martyr, perished in the abyss along with the commander and our other disciples. Half a year has passed. But if you're alive, what happened to the preacher? Is she still alive? Where are you going? We are going to the unholy altar of Baphomet, the one shattered by the tears of our Ember, the righteous. The surviving Templars, led by the demon Thaskarad, decided that it was time to repair it and start offering up sacrifices again since she was no longer here. They started with our former cultists. They keep them captive and kill them one by one. We don't abandon our own people. We're going to free them and shatter the altar into dust while we're at it, along with the demon and his minions. I won't lie to you, Commander. We could really use some help. But we have no time to gather reinforcements. Every hour we delay could mean a death sentence for one of our brothers and sisters. If you and the preacher decide to help us, we will be grateful to the end of our days. If not, well, we'll somehow have to handle it on our own. If you decide to help us, after all, remember to bring Ember with you. The demons will run as soon as they see her. Who are you? We call ourselves the Redeemed Brotherhood. Who we are. Toyo scratches the brand on her cheek with gnarled fingers. The short answer is we're all scum. Convicts, deserters, looters, even a few former cultists. Those who heard our Saint Ember's preaching and decided it wasn't too late to do something better with our lives than throwing them into the abyss. Not all of us were lucky enough to see her in the flesh, of course, but those who heard her sermons passed on her words to others. We even collected her teachings and turned them into a book. Our thinking was, though Ember herself may be gone, well, we all thought she was gone. Her words would live on. They continued to spread and save those who were lost. Once there were enough of us, we had the strength to fight back. So that's what we do now. We fight them everywhere we meet them. We didn't go with the Queen. We decided someone should stay and keep an eye on the city and the surrounding area. Turns out we did the right thing, since we met you here. Why are you calling Ember the Holy Martyr? Everyone knows Ember perished in the abyss along with the commander and her other disciples and thus became a martyr. Well, so everyone thought until today. What do you mean by disciples? Since when am I her disciple? Aren't you? You traveled in our party, listened to her preaching, fought evil at her side. What happened to your horns? I broke them off. The woman touches an uneven stump with her finger. I'm human, not a demon. No matter what they say, I am human. Were you called a demon because you're a tiefling? Being a tiefling is only half of the problem. The real problem is this. The more evil you do in your life, the less good is expected of you. If you stole yesterday, you also steal tomorrow. Isn't that fair? But if everyone treats you like garbage, all you can ever be is garbage. What other choice do you have? And if a thief has horns on their head, well, everyone knows what that means. They're a demon. What else could they be? I used to rob and kill, got convicted, sentenced to hard labor, escaped, and started over. I thought there was no other path for me. If honest people refuse to accept me, I don't owe them anything. I've done too much evil to try to repent. I've lived like a demon in the abyss, nothing but evil in my past and my future. And then I ran into these guys. I heard them praying for the demon's salvation. Well, at first I laughed. Then it hit me. What if I really do have a choice? What if there's something else in life beyond this never-ending nightmare? I spoke with those who'd seen Ember in the flesh, listened to them recite her sermons from memory, and then I broke off my horns. And with that, I broke away from my former life. Now go. I wish you luck in the battle. I'll come to your aid. Thank you, Commander. With both you and Ember the Righteous on our side, we cannot lose. The Lich is always up for getting more of the demons out of Golarion. He has lost all his moral boundaries about how he uses his power or how much of this power he uses, but he has not changed his thoughts about demons and not wanting them in his plane. Many have fallen. Oh, okay, cool. This allows me to create zombies when I want to, but I can't do that right now.
Same mistakes many clerics make. You think that the ability to wear armor makes you invincible. Keep away from the front lines. Leave our party without a healer.
Thank you for your valuable advice and your touching concern for my safety.
I really like Reginald and Soseo together. Their animosity never fails to abuse. All right. Oh man, I'm starting to lose morale. How much longer? Here we go. Okay. All right, that's that. Now, the other one. Here you go. Oh, it didn't let me. Oh, here we go. Wait. I just want to thank you. Thank you. What is the problem? Okay. Here we are. So, we can get 2 more. We have you. We have you. You. Give me your rangers. Boom. Okay, now. Which one do I like more? Yeah, I guess this makes more sense. You can have the other one. Yeah, him. Sure. Alright, so we got 3 more available for you as well. Cool. And is the other one full? No, you've got 1 more available. Okay. So, we got headhunters. Headhunters can be trained. Who are you? Church guards. Okay. Hedge knights, and of course there are hell knights as well. 24 for 16,000. What's that lock for? The unit in this slot cannot be refreshed until next week. Oh, so you must be left over from... Okay, fine. Here. We'll take you. Here, we'll buy some more. 83,000. Good lord. Oh, that's 1 million. Oh, we're good. Okay, cool. We'll also take you. Search. And I guess we'll take more of you too. Fine. All right, now. You first. Oh, that's right. We didn't get more of those here. Headhunters. And yeah, we'll just roll with that, I guess. Oh, that's right. There's something in the Lich about it takes more money to recruit these people, right? I forgot about that, but I still want those slots filled out, so it doesn't change what I would do. Okay, you have 2 more slots. You know what? We don't have to do everything at one time. We'll deal with this later. You, what is it? What is that freaking movie called? Ah, The Expendables. There we go. Okay. Now. Can we teleport? We can teleport. Mass teleportation. And I think we usually start over here, right? Because those are level 7s. And then the ones down here, yeah, level 8s, level 9s, level 9s. Yeah, so it's easiest if you start up over here. That's what we'll go ahead and do. Mass teleport. All right. And she's full up on magic. Let's go. Doom, da, doom. Okay, 364, 364. Interesting. I don't think you all are fireball worthy. Oh, yeah, maybe you were. Shashung. Just 22. How do you do? Lovely. He's gonna chill for now. How is it there's 490 of them, but they're doing single digits of damage? That just makes 0 sense to me, but okay. Here we go. Ba-boom. I understand I put no effort into what my melee. Ooh. See, that's what I want to see. Much better. All right, and you here. Take a little bit of this. There we go. That's done. the Crusaders are not the only ones fighting against the Worldwound. After searching the encampment, the soldiers concluded that it was set up by a group of mammoth lords that consisted of the representatives of different clans. They wandered too deep into the demons' territory, got ambushed, and made a defensive stand. The demonic plague claimed them one by one. Okay. You can go up or down. I'm going... Oh, wait, actually, I forgot. Every time we do this now, there's an opportunity to build more. Let's see. Actually, those... Does the range? Yeah, the range does help. The barracks do not. Citadel does not help me. Alchemist laboratory does. Material points income. I don't need material points. Hospital shouldn't be needed, but you never know. Garrison stables, garrison barracks, citadel. Definitely like a library. Actually, you know what? I'm good with 2 libraries now that I think about it. Build that. Okay. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now, say there. And yeah, we'll go down and deal with you two. Boom, 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 boom. And, oh wow, there's a lot of these guys. And you're already holding one of my peeps? I don't appreciate that at all. Let me show you how little I appreciate that. Does that make it clear? I hope it makes it absolutely clear to all of you. Alright, and you. That only did... Ooh! That was creepy. I didn't appreciate that at all. How's the vampire doing? Yes, you healed yourself a bunch, but you didn't do anything to him. Come on, man. Not bad. Alright, you. A little bit, I guess. Hey, I'll take it. Oh, are you serious? 2 the first time, 0 the second time? What is going on? Alright, you. Excellent. I think you could do that whole area effect where you do a bunch of negative damage. So, you know what? We'll go ahead and focus on getting you up out the way. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, nice. You know what? Well, actually, you've already moved, so what's the point in focusing on you right now? Yep. Knew that would be the right decision. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Ah. What's the problem? There we go. Both of them are down, and you. Ah, the joy of having a ranger. And that's done. Calls him everything: his honor, his freedom, his life, his love. All right, and oh, I didn't get a screen telling me about everything awesome that I got. They are level 11, but they look like a group that I should be able to take. So we're gonna go ahead and try it. Let's see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. I get to go first. Let's throw a fireball you all's way. Okay, that's a good start. He's got to come into melee before he can reach us. Ooh. Double. Yep. Oh, snap. You got obliterated, homeboy. That was... I felt bad watching that. I felt sorry for you watching that, bruh. I didn't mean to make it that merciless. Alright, the soldiers have wiped out a gang of wild and bloodthirsty Kelets, descendants of Sarkoris who bent their knees before the demons. Their chief, a vicious witch in blood-stained clothes, died clasping her most precious relic. Okay. And let's see if it'll let us circle back up still. Boom. Boom, boom. All right, 3 of the little horsies. You know what? Let's see. How much damage do we do against them? Only 7? Yeah, nah. Let's go ahead and get this done. I don't want this to take forever. And there we go. Much better. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Excellent. Woo. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Having dumped the plague corpses in a heap, the Crusaders pour oil on them generously and set them ablaze. The huge bonfire burns bright and strong as all the warriors burst into triumphant cries of victory. Courage fills the souls of the Crusaders. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, it connects through there. Interesting. Okay. And level up. We can either get a 5% bonus to energy recovery or a +5 bonus to power level for divine spells. Energy. Okay, let's go ahead and head up. Almost. Yay! All right. That's interesting. We're not going to use Fireball on you all. I don't think. Oh, no. Yeah, you're not. You're not worthy. Boom, boom, boom. You've got to come into melee, so I'll worry about you next turn. Oh, wait. But actually, you're on a horse. I forgot. You can get it to the... Yep. You got it all the way to the front. Just like that. Oh, well. It's fine. It's fine. Only 7? 9. Much better. Okay. I was about to say, somebody make it happen. And our group of renegades who tossed away their Crusader oaths and bent their knees before demons fought furiously till the very end. They knew that there would be no mercy for them. Nearby, the soldiers have found a rich gold mine packed with slaves. That's what demons use to buy the loyalty of former Iamade's warriors. A hole in the ground, full of shiny metal. Okay. And so, from there, it'll extend it to there. There's level 11 over there, too. Oh, well. Go ahead and save here. And enter. Okay. Now, let's deal with the Hellknights. I thought I saw Hellknights available to be recruited, but maybe that's a change they made after the patch. But I know before in the patch, when you got to this act, you were not able to recruit Hellknights into the Crusade until this quest was dealt with. They basically had to make a decision about whether or not they wanted to keep working with you. The Hell Knight outpost welcomes you with sharp and inhospitable silence. Tall figures in black imposing armor tower over you. There are no threats or greetings. Nothing at all. Regil takes his place in the formation near Paralictus, Renthai, and Diothan, but slightly ahead of them. There is a barely noticeable shift in his posture and demeanor. It's almost like he is getting ready to perform a wearisome and unpleasant task. You all know why we are gathered here. Today, the Order's emissaries will hear the results of my investigation into the actions of the individual known as the commander of the Fifth Crusade, as well as decide the fate of said individual. You're going to put me on trial? In a way, we have a problem requiring a solution. We shall solve it one way or another. The Orders need to know whether or not you can be trusted. I will coordinate the tribunal as someone who knows the facts better than the rest. Fine, I will hear what you have to say. I will state the facts as they are known to me. You reserve the right to speak in your own defense. Reginald's voice remains cold and unpleasantly impersonal. I will start with the main reason for today's assembly. The source of the commander's supernatural powers has been hidden from us until recently, but it is clear the emergence of these abilities was caused by Areelu Vorlesh, a criminal and an enemy that unequivocally and unconditionally must be destroyed. Whether the commander is her associate or an involuntary tool is yet to be determined. Knowledge Arcana 30. I am neither. Areelu has no means of controlling me, and any scholar of magic can attest to that. Your openness, your appeal to expert opinion, and your rational approach do you credit, Commander. They will be taken into account. Let us continue. Aside from the source of the power, there's also the matter of its application. I evaluate the way the Commander used his newfound power very positively. Due to its high effectiveness, it is time we absolve necromancy of its semi-legal status, but I am aware that not all in the Order share the point of view. Whatever my power is, I only use it to oppose the Worldwound and to benefit the Crusade. We also must scrutinize the Commander's temperament. The main question of interest to us was whether we could rely on such an ally. What if he became a puppet in the hands of our enemies? To determine this, I took the liberty of staging a test that featured several treacherous demons. The result of this test was exceptional. The Commander is capable of seeing through demonic deception and can successfully resist their tricks, if he wishes to. Judge me by my deeds, not by some. Actually, say nothing. Enough. Paralictor Amanos Rinth raises his hand, calling for silence. He and the other Paralictors exchange glances, then they nod in turn. We have seen and heard enough. The verdict is clear. What we have heard is sufficient to conclude that the accusations against the Commander are unsubstantiated. We have no reason to suspect our ally of treason or associating with the Areelu Vorlesh. From now on, the Orders are prepared to provide all possible assistance to the Fifth Crusade. Reginald listens very closely, sometimes nodding in accord with the words of his fellow Paralictor, then states in a wary and disagreeable voice, I disagree and officially dispute this decision. Do you intend to maintain your cooperation with the individual known as the Commander of the Fifth Crusade, even after everything you have heard? Unbelievable. This stupid and perfidious decision puts you on the same page with the demonic lackey we have been discussing. Paralictor Derenge is absolutely correct. Nobody has better knowledge or more in-depth experience in this matter than him. Derenge, that's enough. We are not going to argue like cantankerous old men. This decision is final, and you know that you have no means to dispute it. This is correct, I do not. But I have a different way of correcting your stupid, childish mistake. Reginald narrows his yellow eyes and gives you a piercing glare. I hereby challenge you to a duel, Commander. This is irresponsible of you, Derenge, but lawful. I cannot interfere, even though I very much want to. The Orders refuse to support you, and you are making a fool of yourself to soothe your wounded pride. Such behavior is not befitting of a Paralictor. Agree to a duel. As you wish. Clear the room and make the necessary preparations. Spread out. Give some space for the duel. I declare the start of the duel. May justice be done.
Close ranks. Quick.
This might have been a bad idea. What in the hell is going on? There we go. I was about to say, why is he hitting with his staff? Enough of this farce and this petty squabbling. The verdict has been passed and is now subject to appeal. The Hellknight Orders have no complaints against the Fifth Crusade or its commander. Indeed, we are now confident we can completely trust you, Commander. From this moment, not only will the Hellknights continue fighting in the Worldwound as allies of the Crusaders, we shall also put our elite squads under your command. The Worldwound must be closed, and we will assist you to the best of our ability. Amanos gives Reginald a steely glare. We also apologize for the actions of Paralictor Reginald Derenge. He has overstepped his bounds and made a number of other questionable decisions that make us doubt his competence. He is henceforth removed from command of his chapter and stripped of his Paralictor rank, pending further orders from Godclaw headquarters. Reginald's expressionless face is impossible to read. He appears to be unfazed as always. He simply shrugs in response to Amanos' words. I hope there will be no further misunderstandings between us. There won't be, Commander. The purpose of this council was to eliminate them. Reginald, now no longer a Paralictor, does not move or make a sound, but instead casts a quick glance that lets you know he'd like to speak in private.
I believe I owe you an explanation, Knight Commander.
I'm listening.
First, I'd like to paint you a picture of the situation I found myself in shortly before we met. I was one of the first to receive the information about an individual, supposedly chosen by the gods, who appeared in Canabris. This message was followed by the news that the Queen of Mendev had appointed this person as the commander of the new crusade. The orders reacted in every conceivable way. I imagine that you and anything even remotely related to you was being discussed in every corner of every Hellknight citadel. I did not have to be present to imagine the words spoken and the suggestions offered, nor the chaos. The orders often cannot agree, even among themselves. Anticipating the upcoming arguments, I submitted a petition and volunteered to attach myself to the new commander in order to assess his leadership and discover the true nature of his powers. But a good strategist looks far into the future. The role I gave myself was just the beginning. I watched and prepared contingency plans for every potential turn of events, such as if you turned out to be a menace that must be destroyed, or if you turned out to be a valuable asset and our best hope of triumphing over the abyssal host. An ally who must be supported, no matter the cost. I have been a Hell Knight for most of my life. I know the orders like the back of my hand. All our might, determination, and glory, as well as our weaknesses. Unfortunately, it was clear that not all of us would appreciate the tremendous potential of such an important piece showing up on the board. I could write dozens of reports, give you the most stellar of testimonies, and that still wouldn't be enough to convince the skeptics.
And what would you put in these reports? What is your honest opinion of me?
I believe you are our best chance of healing the Worldwound once and for all. There is more. I see you not as a tool or a game piece, but as an ally, and a commander with great leadership potential, which is why it is so important to remove the division between you and the orders.
What would the consequences of the Hell Knight's disapproval be?
For you, the worst-case scenario would have involved a war on two fronts. Having said that, I do not think things would have gone that far. You have proven yourself to be an ally to the entire world, not a threat to it. Still, even the loss of support from the Hell Knights, or the hostility of individual highly aggressive orders, could have cost your crusade dearly. I wanted to avoid that crisis.
Go on.
Only a military tribunal would be able to resolve the issues between the Crusade commander and the Hell Knights. As formal a hearing as possible, to assure the orders they had considered the case and had the chance to pronounce a verdict. The occasion also called for a sacrifice. A symbolic victim would reinforce the impression of a successful trial and a unanimous decision. Nothing bolsters the reputation of the accused like the public humiliation of their accuser. I was the obvious choice for them. So I organized this tribunal and did my best to ensure that the Paralictors arrived at the only correct decision, given the circumstances. Of course, this meant that my reputation would be destroyed, and I would be stripped of my rank. But that's inconsequential. Such losses are acceptable. I make no great fuss about the bleaching, but I do realize the full scope of its effects. The Fifth Crusade is quite possibly my last campaign. The pressures of time push people to extreme measures, and I am no exception. My aim was more than simply to prevent the Hell Knights from rallying against you. I wanted to strengthen your alliance, to give you a powerful army, a strong asset in the confrontation with the abyssal host. My gambit was successful. I am satisfied.
Thank you, Regil. I appreciate your sacrifice.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. I did what had to be done. Now that we are entirely clear, let us return to the main objective. I still hope to see the matter of the Worldwound resolved once and for all.
And that entire experience just reinforces once again, Regil is an amazing character. And I am really hoping in the DLC that comes out for the game, he gets more content, because dude is just absolutely awesome. Absolutely does what needs to be done, no matter the situation, no matter the effect that it's going to have on him. He is just completely dependable. And you get Wrecking Devil. Whenever the wielder of this +5 axiomatic nullifying gnome hooked hammer confirms a critical hit, the enemy must pass a fortitude saving throw DC 31 or suffer a -3 penalty to AC for 3 rounds. Absolutely fantastic. Earlier in the Crusade, we got Ring of Chaos. This ring grants us wearer a +4 deflection bonus to AC and a continuous freedom of movement spell effect. Only chaotic characters can equip it. Awesome. Alright, I think that's enough for one day. Hope all of you enjoyed the video today. If you did, please leave me a like down below, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.